Firestarter here, and welcome to my review of the SH Figuarts Gokai Red. And of course, he came with Gokai Darin. And we have here the box for Gokai Red. It says here Kaizoku Sentai Gokaiger, Gokai Red. And from afar, you can't really read Gokai Red unless you place your face in front of the box. You can't read the blurb that says here Gokaiger and something about SH Figuarts. And we have here in red hot foil Gokai Red SH Figuarts with somewhat a different logo treatment. Bandai Tamashii Nations, Gokaiger logo over here, Gokai Red. And it says here on the other side SH Figuarts, something about SH Figuarts Gokai Red, and a lot of design here. Most of the time it's a huge map. SH Figuarts in gold foil, logo of the Gokaigers, and on the back we have here Kaizoku Sentai Gokaiger, Gokai Red, some of the poses, some of the features he has, and that's it. And just giving you a quick look on the other sides of the box. First and foremost, we are going to open Gokai Darin. Gokai Darin is similar to Kuroko's treatment, which is in black and white, and then we have here similar elements such as the Gokai Red, but it's in black and white. Just like here, we have a huge map on the side and at the back, choking hazard, and yada yada yada. Let's open Gokai Darin first before we go to Gokai Red. And this is Gokai Darin. We have here the actual stand, and we have here a stage to place it at the back so that Gokai Red could stand. And we have here is the wheel, and you just need to plug that in, and it turns like so. Surprisingly, it really turns, and you can see the spokes here move around and about, and it's similar to what you see on the show. Like we have here the Gokaiger logo, fins over here, some kind of a tube-like holding pad or some sort, and we have here some of the elements that you are familiar with if you're watching Gokaiger. And at the back, you can see here the wheel itself, and there's a hole here, so you can actually plug this small Ranger key, and just need to insert that at the back to do the same thing when he does the Ranger key set, and it spins just like so. It's a nice addition if you are collecting Gokaiger for the first time. This is one of the major elements that you're getting if you're getting Gokai Red for your collection. This is a good opening for the Gokaigers in SH Figuarts. Now let's move on to Gokai Red. And these are all the accessories for Gokai Red. We have here two holding hands for just the saber. If you see the gloves here, you will see that it's pretty much similar to Shinken's. So we have here two holding hands and two more holding hands just for the gun, so you can see here. And this one is just for pressing the phone. We have here a certain holding hand just to hold the key, and just one relaxed hand, and two holding hands again to hold the mobiles. I think this holding hand is for the key, so test it later on how it works. We have here a folding hand, but I'll show you how to use this later on. We have here Gokai Saber, and it has a lot of detail on it, and the tip of the blade is really pointy, so be careful of that, kids. And the blade is in matte finish, matte silver finish. We can see here the Gokaiger symbol, and it also has a symbol over here where they actually use this and press this to do the final wave. It's nice. As you can see here, there's a missing element, which is this. So you can actually plug that in, and then it becomes complete as a Gokai Saber. You can take this one out. It has a sort of a slot here, so you can plug that inside just like so, and you can lift it up and down as you please. It can be replaced with this. This is the other accessory, which has the Ranger key at the end. You won't see it at first, but if you can take a look closer, it's painted in silver. I wish they could paint it in red, because just to be consistent with the Ranger key. If you're gonna nitpick about details, this is the only one I see that they missed. And this can also plug in the Gokai gun. The Gokai gun also has this feature that you can go up and down to insert the Ranger key, and it has nice details as well, just like the Gokai Saber. Gokaigers are Gokaigers without the mobiles. It has keys with red and green, and as you can see here, there's a hole because you can insert the Ranger key inside, just what I did earlier with Gokai Darin, just like so. It doesn't turn just like the DX version, but at least you have this on hand as a good feature for the mobiles in SHF form. We also have here a Ranger key in red. Doesn't have any much detail but the black lines, just to make sure that it looks like the Gokaiger key. So that's it of all of the accessories. Let's proceed with Gokai Red. And we have Gokai Red. Articulation points, if you're familiar with SH Figuarts by now, every single bit and piece or part of Gokai Red has a hinge and has a swivel point, such as the torso. Even he has a waist articulation, hip, leg, and foot and toe. So most of the pivot points for Gokai Red is pretty much similar with the SH Figuarts Shinken line. The difference is that the shoulders are well hidden because of the extended parts on his costume. It has a rubbery feel if you try to press them hard, but on the collar it's already stiff and it's kind of hard except for the ends of the collar, but at the back it's really that hard. And we also have good details on it, like the Gokaiger belt, which stores all of the Gokaiger keys. But then again, I wish they painted this one similar to the accents here on the chest to make it more consistent. If you have your own DX version of this belt, you know what I'm talking about. So you better check this color with your DX and then try to compare on how it fares with the SHF counterpart. It has an extra swivel on the hands here because you can remove both of these and replace it with this folding accessory, folding hand accessory. One thing you'll notice also is that the boots here, the color scheme is not consistent. You may not see it on my bright fluorescent light, but this foot is not consistent with the color of the upper shin. So that's one thing you'll notice when you get your own SHF Gokai Red. But aesthetically, he looks pleasing, and I think just like most of the toy reviewers out there might have noticed, is that the arms look pretty longer than the usual Super Sentai figure. Although that's okay, because when I check on the photos of Gokai Red in other websites, it looks just fine. And then let's replace the hands. Just pop both arms. Oh no! Don't pop my arms! And then just replace it with this to form that folding hand pose when he sometimes does the roll call, or what you've seen so far on the web. As you can see here, you can see the gaps between the hinge and the whole folding hand accessory. So it depends on you if you want to pose him like this, but be aware that it rubs too much on the fabric and you might chip the paint apps, especially on the shoulders over here. So let's remove those hands, and then let's get the default hands back. Let's try the mobiles. So let's pop both hands. I had a question once because he recently got his first SHF figures. So starting with Shinken Red, I was asked if it's gonna be is it really hard to replace those hands? No, once you get used to replacing those hands, it's quite easy moving forward. Place those hands, and then let's insert the mobiles, and then let's place the Ranger key onto his hand, just like so. Nice pose over here. Do you see that? Let's just pan this one down just a little bit to show you that he's doing the henshin position, or the changing of the key, as I would describe it. So there, just remove the stage. So as a first entry in the SHF line, Gokai Red is quite fair. But if you like to compare this with the Shinkengers, well, you're getting a lot of something from Shinkengers than the Gokaigers. I'm not saying Gokai Red is bad, or he is a failed figure. He's actually awesome. But it depends on you on which figure you want to collect first. I would recommend Shinken Red first, and then go with Gokai Red. So if you want to know the possibilities for this figure, do check out the photos at the end of the video, and do subscribe to my blogspot for the full written review. This is Firestarter. Thank you so much for watching, and until my next review.
賢者爆流ガスザ暴れんだデカで宇宙の偵察官魔法の家族がマジレンジャープレシャス探す冒険者敵伝中堅修行中エンジン相棒ゴーンじゃ真剣侍チャンバルだ